Cool. So we'll just do some quick intros before getting started. I'm assuming, just to get an idea in the room, folks in the room who are familiar with Dynamics 365 Field Service, I'm assuming mostly everyone probably is. Just show of hands. Field Service? Okay, somewhat. Okay, cool. Okay, that's good to know. Who has played around with Canvas apps? Canvas apps as in Power Apps? Show of hands. Okay, model apps? Show of hands. Okay, cool. So decent mix.
Any mixed reality or HoloLens or remote assists?
Okay.
All right.
So cool.
Cool.
RealWear devices. Okay, cool. You've played with RealWear. Very nice. A partner of ours. Cool. Sounds good. That's good context so we know whether to do some basic overviews or whatnot. Before we get started, we'll just do some quick intros. John, you want to go?
Sure. So my name is John Goodwin. I'm a technical architect here at the MTC, or Microsoft Technology Center here in Atlanta. So just a quick background, I've been dealing with Dynamics for several years. Started out in consulting services back in 06 time frame and did that for several years and was pre-sales architect, and now I've been an architect in the MTC. So I look forward to or enjoy dealing with customers trying to figure out how to use our technologies.
And my name's Eamon. I'm on the product team for Dynamics 365 for Field Service. I focus on technician enablement. So basically, how can we empower field service organizations to give their techs out in the field all the technology they need to get their job done? That's things like mixed reality applications, mobile applications, and so on, and how do those all work together nicely? So I've done a number of ride-alongs, for example, with techs, literally just sitting in their truck, watching them use their phones to get their job done. Seen a lot of interesting things out there, cases where you have some techs, for example, juggling multiple devices because whenever you get a corporate issued device, generally the company will not splurge on your device and they'll actually end up using their personal device. So things around like MDM and so on, that's our wheelhouse. For this presentation, what we're going to be talking about is how do you enable your workforce out in the field with the right technology to succeed? And so we're going to be approaching that from the lens of the Dynamics 365 for Field Service product in terms of what is our product story there. Before we get into the specifically just focusing on the technician persona, because it seemed like folks in the room, some weren't too familiar with field service. When we talk about field service, this is really the gamut of what we're talking about. So the way we see field service is that, of course, you have your demand that's coming in, right? So that will come in, say you're an elevator operating company or something like that. You'll have folks who will call up, maybe send in an email, file a case. You'll have a contact center that's fielding those cases and managing the demand. You may also have work coming in to your company via agreements that you have or entitlements with customers. And of course, the trend we're seeing now, right, is that a lot of field service organizations are starting to instrument their devices with IoT sensors, or maybe they had sensors in the past and they're just now connecting them up to Azure IoT Central. But the point is you have all this demand coming in that you need to ultimately send techs out to service. So once you have the demand in place and you have your requirements that you need to address, our field service offering allows for you to plan out your resourcing to address that. So we have things like the schedule board you'll see there, where you're able to visualize all of your resources you have and then all of your unscheduled work, and then you can just drag and drop stuff onto the schedule board and book your resources. And we also have optimization around that because, of course, you don't want someone having to manually go through all the incoming demand and triage it and then assign resources. So we have something known as Resource Schedule Optimization, or RSO, which we've produced in partnership with Microsoft Research, our internal company, our internal research arm, to basically address the traveling salesman problem, to ensure that we're having the right resource going to the right job and following the most optimal route. And there, I think there's actually a whole session on that if you're interested in that, because that's the trend we see a lot of companies really keen on, because ultimately it allows for you to cut out sort of the schedule persona in the back office, and really you end up really just needing someone to manage the engine that's running and optimizing. So once you've scheduled your resources on work, ultimately they'll go out in the field, and you want to make sure you've enabled them with the right technology to get their job done. So we have things like Well, first and foremost, the most paramount functionality in the field service arena really is the ability to go offline, because when you send techs out in the field, they may be going into a region with bad cellular connection. Maybe they're going into an elevator shaft. Maybe they're going into a parking garage where they want to have internet connectivity. So they need to be able to go offline on their device. It's really I'd say the area, at least from a first-party application perspective, where offline is absolutely key. So that's something that our application enables for you to do. You can define exactly what data needs to get synced offline, how often you'll want to check in and sort of make sure the device is connected, and all of that good stuff. In addition to that, one thing we're seeing now is internally, right, we're putting a lot of investment into mixed reality, and there's lots of opportunities where we've been working with our mixed reality teams to find the right touch points for field service. So things like remote assist and guides and so on, we're trying to understand, working with that team closely, how can we provide a nice first-party out-of-the-box experience for field service. So today, we have a story around remote assist where you can basically define for a work order or a work order type, you can say, when it's this kind of work order, I want this resource to be the designated support remote expert contact. And so right now it's a sort of very basic configuration experience, but we are looking to make that more robust going forward. And we'll show some of those basic integrations in just a few moments in the demo. And then there are, of course, the idea around you have techs out in the field and maybe you want to enable them with a digital assistant of sorts. We all at home, or most of us probably, have something like Alexa or something like that. What if we could enable techs out in the field with an actual digital assistant? So today, we have customers use the bot framework or maybe even Dynamics 365 for customer service AI and basically create bots to assist their workers. That's a trend we see as well. So once you have a tech go out in the field, complete their work, everything's all in good, you ultimately want to engage your customers and make sure the service you're providing is top-notch. And so we have things like customer portals where you can expose data to your end customers, right? So say if you're a field service customer, their customers, right? So the C2s. And so portals allow for C2s to basically get insight into, all right, here's all the work that is scheduled for us, and even have visibility into the technician that's been scheduled out. So there's integrations you can do with like Glimpse, for example, where you can send C2s basically a link to see live tracking of where the tech is, who's supposed to come out to service your site. And then, of course, there's the whole idea, once you've gone through all this, you want to make sure that, meantime, fixed time to repair times are going down, basically analyze and integrate with all your other systems and whatnot. But for the purpose of this presentation, we're going to be focusing on the third bucket there, which is enabling technicians. And so, as I mentioned, one of the chief features we have in that area is we have our field service mobile application. And so this is a cross-platform application, works on Android, Windows, iOS, even HoloLens, because it's a UWP application. And out of the box, we provide some basic configuration for it, as we do in most of our Dynamics applications, where we'll set up the basic home menu you'll see there and the agenda view that you see there. But you can, of course, go in and customize the heck out of this for your needs. You can brand it depending on your customer, change the coloring and all that. We're not going to go into all sorts of those tweaks and configurations, but we'll show a couple neat examples that we've seen really resonating with customers. And then after we do the demo, I'll also just provide a slide that has some useful links to the app stores where you can download the app if you want to start playing with it. Cool. So let me pull up. You have that casting?
Yep.
And I apologize if there's any sort of hiccups along the way. Demoing mobile apps is always interesting. Can you just open the app?
All right.
Yeah. And then. Okay.
You need to.
I just need to end the presentation. How do I? Oh, here we go. Sorry, one moment. Buzz. There we go. Okay, cool. So you should all be able to see that, right? Cool. So here we have the field service mobile application. As I mentioned, there's a home screen with all the key items we see our customers generally wanting. So let's say I'm a technician. I show up on site to perform some service. Or let's say actually it's the start of my day, 7 a.m. I roll out of bed and I want to see what work I have for the day. So that's where the notion of bookings comes in. So bookings will show you all the work that you've been booked on. So if you go to bookings, it's somewhat like your Outlook, calendar view of sorts. You'll see, the account that you've got to go service. You'll see the time, and you'll see the fact that it's now in a scheduled stage. So let's say, okay, I want to go check into this work and see what's going on. So when you open this, it'll show you all the details for the work order that you've been booked on. You can scroll through here, see information like the service count, the incident type. So in this case, we see that a satellite failed. You can see the actual asset that is associated with the work order. So the idea being here that some satellite beacon went down. And you can actually click into this, into the customer asset to get more information on that if you want to see the service history and so on. Oops, sorry. So let's just go into the customer asset. And so in here, you could have any notes or sort of history regarding the customer asset. And for example, say you show up on site and maybe you want to, take a photo of it or something like that. You can do all of that here. And one other cool thing that we can just very quickly show is you can actually have now, we allow for you to have 3D content associated with your customer assets. So the idea being folks, at least generally folks who manufacture their equipment, will be using like CAD, right? Like so AutoCAD, Autodesk, and so on. And so the idea is that customers could export their CAD content into 3D form and then associate it with an actual customer asset to provide techs out in the field with some additional sort of instructional information about the about the asset. So if we open this up and let's see if this loads. This is a not so good Samsung phone. It's not loading there. Okay, so let me switch to the Windows app and see if that works better. Cool. So the idea being, if you're a customer that actually, if you're an organization that has a bunch of CAD content, export that to 3D, get it into Dynamics, into CDS, associate it with some customer assets, and then you can arm your field with either some sequences maybe, or even just a sort of model that they can explode and get a better idea of the innards. Because what I see all the time when I've done ride-alongs with techs is they'll pull out this big book, this huge manual with all these complex diagrams. They'll have to locate the right one and then sort of understand it from that perspective. But what we're seeing a lot of customers pretty keen on is how can we leverage our existing database of all this CAD content and basically convert it into a knowledge base of sorts within Dynamics. And so that's something that we see a lot of interest on. And I'll switch back to the app. Cool, yeah, so you can see what asset went down. You can see billing information, address info. You can see a map showing you where you need to go. And you can very easily just click on the navigate button, and that'll open up your default mapping provider. And so the address of this work order is actually way back in Seattle. So let's see, it would take us a day to get there. That's pretty reasonable. So we can then hop back to our app. And what a tech will do, wake up in the morning and then want to get started on their day. So go ahead and they'll want to go update their status of traveling, and then go ahead and save that. So that's at a high level, basically this basic technician flow. Check your bookings, update your status, get on site, change it to in progress and whatnot. Once you're on site, you want to start doing your work. And techs will often either if it's some new issue that they're not familiar with, they'll rely on some PDFs, some knowledge articles, and so on, which you can also associate with work orders. One thing though that we're seeing lots of customers pretty keen on is leveraging existing mobile apps that they have with Field Service Mobile. So the tech will use Field Service Mobile as sort of the system of record for their work. But they have a number of other applications where they'll actually have more instructions for what the tech needs to do should they hit a wall. So one of those things, one of the ways that we enable customers to basically use their existing applications is through deep linking. And so you can very easily, for example, just on the home screen, embed an item. Here I've put inspections, with the idea being that a customer has some inspections power app that they created. But this could very well be any other application that customer has developed. It can be a model app, a Canvas app, Power app, whatever. And what you can actually do is with these deep links is you can pass content across them. So for example, if we click here on inspections, we'll get directed over to the inspections Power app that we've created. It's actually just the sample one out of the box from Power Apps.
We lost our screen share.
And for some reason we lost our screen share, so I'm going to switch back to the Windows app. This is the nice thing about a cross-platform app is that if the mobile one stops working casting, we can switch to Windows. So let's go back and let's say I'm on site. I want to open up our inspections app. As soon as you click that, it'll open up the app if it hadn't already been opened. If it's already opened, it would just switch over to it, and it'll put us in the context that we prescribed. So once this loads up, we'll see we have a little inspections app showing us all the sites that we need to inspect. You can open these up, add in some detail about the inspection and whatnot. This is just the sample out of the box Power App. We just wanted to show that you can deep link into anything. You can pass context if you'd like. So imagine you want to pass over some detail that it sits in Dynamics to another application. You can very easily do that. And I'll show that in a moment when we'll actually dig into the code just very quickly for those who are keen on all that. And then one thing that you can do is within your other application, whether it's a Power App or your own custom Xamarin app or what have you, you can deep link back into Field Service Mobile and pass any context from that application that you want to pass back. So in this case, I just did a very simple one where we literally just go back to the Field Service Mobile app. So the idea here being is that we find with our customers, they always have a huge suite of mobile apps that they use, and we want to just make it really easy for them to be able to hop back and forth and whatnot. And so one way that we're actually doing this internally is let's see, where's Field Service? Okay, cool. Let's say you leverage your existing mobile apps and you're not able to get your job done. You're a new guy out in the field and you need assistance. So what we're now starting to provide out of the box is the ability, as I mentioned earlier, remote assistance. If you go to your work order and you need assistance, you can very simply click on commands and then just click on remote assist. Now what this is going to do is this is going to leverage the deep linking technology I just talked about, where as soon as you click this, we're going to be invoking the remote assist mobile application and actually passing a parameter that says the designated support contact, remote expert, was Eamon O'Brien. And so what you can then do is just very simply click launch call, and then it'll call Eamon O'Brien, and he'll be able to help you with your job, hopefully. And so we'll go through this really quickly to show you what remote assist looks like on mobile. Currently, Remote Assist Mobile, the mobile app, is in preview on Android. It's only available on Android currently, but the Remote Assist team certainly has in the cards for it to get onto iOS. The reason they were targeting Android originally first really is that the majority of our field service customers are on Android, but we're seeing a lot of folks also on iOS. But that's the reason for the prioritization there. So John will go ahead and take on the role of the technician and give me a call. Oops, what happened?
Yeah, the remote assist was originally introduced on the HoloLens. Most people have probably seen a demo of that. So getting it onto the mobile device is actually a pretty big change, meaning you no longer necessarily have to carry a HoloLens device and the expense associated with that. Now you can actually deploy it directly onto a phone-based device, which is a little bit easier to deploy.
Exactly, because not folks are playing around with HMDs and so on, but all technicians already have mobile devices. And so what we have found when we talk with customers is they're really keen on the idea of remote assist mobile because all techs already have a mobile device, and for the most part, what a lot of techs are already doing today is using something like FaceTime on iOS or using WhatsApp to talk to other techs. And the real issue with that is that organizations are losing out on all of the data that you can get from those interactions. So if you actually have them in using a legitimate enterprise product like Remote Assist in tandem with field service, you're able to start capturing those interactions that take place. And so, for example, after we complete this call, This feature isn't available yet today, but what will start happening is when you have a call with an expert, that'll get logged in Dynamics associated to the work order, and then over time you'll be able to learn basically, oh, Eamon seems to be the guy who's getting called for these issues, so let's maybe book him more time to sit around in the back office fielding calls. So what you see John doing is he's annotating the device that he's looking at, and then this is the view you're seeing is actually from my point of view, the expert in the back office. But if I switch to here, you'll see what it looks like for John on mobile. And so the idea is that it's basically FaceTime, but with the ability to have annotations and the ability for this to be associated with field service data, which is the really key thing.
And as the experts, you can also annotate directly onto the...
I can insert photos, diagrams, and so on. I can put I can go and, circle that, click stop editing, and then you'll see that in his space. So very, very cool and easy to get up and running with. We see a lot of customers, we do this demo with them. They're like, wow, okay, we need to start rolling this out immediately. We already have everyone with mobile devices. It just makes sense. And the key thing, again, really is that they know techs are already using things like FaceTime and WhatsApp, but all that content, they have no insight into it, right? So that's where we see customers really keen is starting to get insight into the interactions that their techs are having. And then the other idea, right, is that what we're also going to start allowing for is for these conversations, these recordings to then be associated and stored in Dynamics, so you can very easily review calls that took place, either to generate knowledge content off of that. For example, you can say, oh, well, here's John showing you how to do a repair of some specific device. So being able to generate knowledge content and maybe even just validate the work that was done. So for example, we have one customer that they have seen their renewal rates really go up because now they actually they send them a recording of the work that was done so that they see like, oh, wow, he actually did exactly what he said he was going to do. They have more transparency, visibility, and so on. Cool. Yeah, so that's, I think, all we want to show on the mobile side of things. So we can go ahead and
end this. And then just so you didn't mention, the remote assist calls on the expert side is actually just a Teams call.
Right.
So all the features of Teams, like you mentioned, recording and including or bringing in others as well. So
cool. So that is remote assist. I think we can pop back here for a moment. Cool. So we showed you deep linking. We showed you remote assistance. I can dive into what the code looks like and so on. Are people keen on that? Show of hands. If not, then couple in the room. Okay. So here, let me just very quickly show what this looks like from a configuration perspective. So in here, this is the field service mobile configurator, and let me, basically you can define sort of your configuration for the mobile app. So out of the box, we ship a project is what it's called, and this will set up the guts of how the mobile application will operate. If you go in here, for example, you can see out of the box the home screen. Here's how we've configured stuff. So you'll see, for example, here, account contact. Now let's hop to here. You'll see this maps to exactly what we're seeing there, right? So you're basically setting up what you want to show on the home screen. And then for each of these items, you can specify what view or filter you want on that entity and whatnot. We could do hours and hours about all the possibilities in here, but I'll just focus on showing how we configured what we just demoed. So if we go down, for example, to, what was that, work order? Okay, yeah, inspection. So say, for example, here we see inspections, and then we see that, oh, there's an actual source file being referenced here called deeplink.html. So what this means is we added an item to the home screen that was an HTML file, essentially. And that HTML file is invoking a JavaScript function that is, in turn, invoking a deep link. So if we go in here, we can see this is all of our code, basically, for the mobile app. We ship a bunch of it out of the box. You can add your own code in here. But if we go into deep link, we'll see here we have an HTML file. So that HTML file is really just referencing this deep link loader. And if we go in here, we'll see this is just a very, very simple one-line thing, really, where we're invoking the Power Apps schematic name. So this is just the schematic name for Power Apps. If you invoke this, you can then pass some specific info to designate the application that you want to open. So what I did was you go to powerapps.com, you open up the Power App that you want to deep link to, you copy the GUID of that, and then you literally just paste that into this format. So this is just saying open URL, Power Apps, and then the specific GUID. And you can do this again for really any application. So say you have, yeah, go ahead.
What would it look like if you had multiple deep links? It would be on separate inspectors.
Yeah, good question. Yeah, so you could do that. You could have a individual home item on the home screen for each of your different apps, or you could even, for example, on let's say you open up one of your work orders, you can go to a command and put a button here that says, open app or something like that. So like that's what you saw with remote assist, for example. So that was a command that invoked the same sort of deep link structure, but instead it was opening up the remote assist app. Yeah, go ahead.
Can I be make it to a payment gateway or payment sort of app?
A payment gateway, what does that look like? Is it just a mobile application or a web app? It's a mobile application.
Yes, and allows conditions like payment, so if they've done a job on the road, for example, then they can pay them using credit card.
Totally, yeah. So all you need to do is just chuck in here the schematic name for the application, and then it'll open it. But in terms of if that app can accept parameters, you have to have your application basically in code define what parameters you can accept. But you can at least open it up, right?
Can I give the context back saying the payment was successful or not?
In terms of like if you open up some payment app and then telling Field Service Mobile that it was successful, yeah. So that's to the point I think where let me open where see this button here. This is a deep link back to Field Service Mobile. See, I clicked it opened it up. You can also at that point in time pass back parameters that Field Service Mobile then can consume and do something with. So yeah, you can definitely do it two ways. And this is something we see just lots of customers really getting all giddy about because they have all these legacy apps that they need all talking to each other and so on.
And quick question, back to this question.
Yeah.
Can you attach it to a specific folder that has multiple files in it?
Come again, where is that folder?
Inspection link just to one file. Can you have a folder there with multiple files under it?
Oh, right, yeah. So you can have groups on the home screen where you open up like, my apps, and then in there, I think that gets to your point, you have a suite of apps that you have, and each one you click, it goes out totally. Yeah. Cool, so that's the guts of how deep linking works.
One more question.
Yeah.
From the work order, can you send the customer number as a parameter to the other Power App, for instance? Or?
Totally, yeah. You can literally pass whatever you want. The only constraint really on deep linking is it's something like a 2,500 character limit or something like that. Sorry?
Yes, for the URL.
Yes, exactly, yeah. So, and that's nothing that we can improve. That's really just the constraints of the various operating systems. So that's the guts of deep linking. I think one other thing, the 3D demo I showed, so that's really just using Microsoft's Babylon JS library, but we provided the out-of-the-box configuration of it. But if you have your own, model app or Canvas app that you have, you can also use Babylon JS to visualize 3D content. Anything else from the configuration perspective folks are keen on? If not, I think John was going to go ahead and show some other cool stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fire this up real quick.
On the mapping technology, you showed a Google interface, Google Maps, and
Yeah.
compared to the same things as far as the manager, as far as getting the resources. Is there any requirements of being able to just use Google or Bing, or can you use Esri, or can you use the other ones?
Great question. Yeah, so on our schedule board in Dynamics, out of the box, we provide a Bing API key, and you can use Bing, but we also have the idea around an alternate mapping provider, so you could switch to something like Google. I'm not sure about Esri. I know folks who've switched it with Google, but I can connect you with a contact of mine who's focused on the mapping stuff, and he should be able to help you out there. But really, in terms of what map is used by default, though, it is what operating system you're on. So if you're on Windows, you'll actually see Bing being used. If you're on Android, you'll see Google Maps, and iOS, you'll see Apple Maps. Okay, cool. So John is going to show us some HoloLens functionalities, specifically around guides, and also I think really we can probably just focus on
Start with guides.
Yeah.
So who has heard about guides or who has heard of the concept? Probably everybody by now. So just going to talk for a moment. So when we're talking about the 3D view and the 3D imagery, taking that to the next step as far as enabling the field operators to be able to come in and build and use that information to assist them in the field. So if I'm in here as an operator, if I was on site, if I was working on something, if I was, for example, working on a medical device, I could come in here and pull up the guide associated with that medical device. And if I had a marker, such as that, I could scan and we'll see if it'll pull up.
And so this experience that he's seeing has been designed on the desktop client. So Guides has a desktop client that allows for you to basically define these guides.
And so what I would have let's say I have a device, a medical device in the field that I'm working on, and we have 3D imagery of it, or if we have a physical asset, I can come in here and pull up the information on how to work on it. So in this case, well, I don't have the physical device. It's a Johnson & Johnson tissue sealer device. And maybe I'm not familiar with how to use this piece of equipment. And I'll try to hold my head steady so I don't make anybody seasick. That's the challenge of doing a HoloLens demo. But now I can come in here and I have a set of instructions. I can come in here and look at all the steps involved.
And you all probably can't read the words, but it's much clearer on your end, John.
It is much clearer, but the light is definitely impacting probably what you're seeing. You'll notice also I'm not having to click anything. So with Guides, we've introduced the ability to gaze and change or advance the slides, for example. And so here, if I was working on the device, I could have imagery, I could have a video here. I've got instructions on what I'm working with. I can continue to move through to the individual steps. And we'll just go on to the next one. And so it'll show me all the directions and the information on how to work with the asset involved. There.
And while John is completing these, there's actually data being logged in terms of how long is he spending on each step, so that the person who's defining the guides can then review them and see like, oh, I'm seeing John's really spending a lot of time on this step. Maybe the instructions aren't as clear. I can go in and update the guide and then push out that rev. That's a key point.
And so you can be as detailed or as summary as you need to be with the instructions. And let's see, we'll go ahead and finish out the.
The marker, was that just to identify the product?
Yeah, so that would be, let's say maybe that's a barcode. There's a code on the device itself. So let's say I came up to a piece of equipment, or for example, we were talking earlier about the 3D imagery for the beacon for the satellite, for example. Let's say if it had that code on there, I could walk up as a technician, scan that code, and have it automatically bring up the guide associated with that particular device.
One other thing is, from a positioning perspective, in Guides you can actually overlay 3D models atop of the actual real world thing. And so the idea being that you need to position the code on a specific part of the asset, and then you overlay the 3D models so it knows where to go, basically. So it's for positioning and also just initiating.
Yeah, so if I had a 3D model, this is not the best example, but let me pull it up real quick. So in this case, I've got a wristwatch training guide, but it includes a 3D model. And so now I've got a watch. This could easily be any piece of equipment. So this could be the 3D image of the beacon that we were just looking at earlier. And so now it anchors to that 3D image. I could have the physical asset here in front of me and be working on the device, getting my steps, my instructions, the 3D imagery, as well as my hands free to physically work on the device.
Yeah, so that's the really key thing about Guides is the Guides team is thinking about, also what is the mobile story for Guides? Because again, Remote Assist, we've seen a lot more interest now that it has a mobile component. But Guides really does light up the nicest when you're in a heads-up, hands-free context, as opposed to having to hold this and then try doing your work. But that is something they're also thinking about. So if you all have any feedback on that or anything, please send my way, and I can connect with the team.
Yeah. Additionally, with the Guides, if necessary, I could actually also run the Remote Assist on top of this.
Right.
And so I could have a remote expert who's watching me use the guide and be providing instruction and guidance as I'm going through it in the field.
Yeah, because the dream being that, you know, you're able to send out someone who's just fresh out of college, for example, and do some complicated repair with the assistance of guides and not even have to call an expert, because then not only are you're paying someone like a lot less than an expert because it's just some amateur out there, but they have guides helping them, and they're not having to call someone in the back office and consume their time. But there's always that fallback to remote assist you can do if you still can't get the job done. Question right there?
Yeah, forgive me, I don't know a whole lot about Hololens, but it requires a full-on PC to run, right?
No.
So the Hololens is a self-contained computer. It's a
runs
Windows 10 device.
A version of Windows 10.
Yeah, and so it could be part of your device management. It's self-contained as far as all computers on board. Now this is the V1 version. V2's just been released, and they've moved a lot of the compute onto the back side of it for better weight balance. But I don't, now obviously to run guides, I can do that locally. I don't require a connection. I can be completely standalone. If I'm doing remote assist or obviously reaching out to any cloud resources, I would need some type of Wi-Fi connectivity to the cloud, whether it's a hotspot or local Wi-Fi.
That's a key point, though. This is V1. V2 is a lot cooler, a lot more lightweight. Just internally, they haven't started allowing internal teams to start getting access to them. But otherwise, we would be showing that.
Exactly. Yeah, I haven't gotten my hands on the V2 one yet, but they've expanded the height, if you will, of the display, and so it provides all the capabilities of this and more.
Cool. So I think we just got a couple more slides, and then we can open the floor for questions. So as I promised, here's a nice little slide just with a lot of info about the mobile application. So you can see there are links to download on the various app stores. You can see where you can download our out-of-the-box configuration for field service. So you need to use that to start using the application, then you can customize from there. And then we also have documentation that we're continuing to improve and get content out there. Reach out to me personally if you see anything missing that you'd like more info on. And then there's also the link at the bottom for downloading the configurator. And again, all of this will also just be self-contained in the docs. So the key link really is the docs one. And then this slide, if anyone just wanted to take a snapshot or anything, this walks through sort of the guts of the deep linking that I showed in code. But other than that, that was what we had to cover for the day. So it looks like we've got about 15 minutes for questions. Yeah, go ahead.
So how does the licensing work for this?
For Field Service Mobile. Sure, yeah. So there is no licensing you need to worry about. If you are a licensed Dynamics 365 Field Service user, you have access to Field Service Mobile. So there was some confusion in the past in terms of, oh, is there a dedicated mobile license or something like that? If you're a Dynamics 365 licensed for Field Service user, you can use Field Service Mobile.
So we get a lot of, I've got it, I have it stood up, but there's been a bunch of emails that have been coming in, Roscoe emails that are telling me what the licensing, what my pricing is for over and atop and on top of.
Got it.
Just trying to understand where all of that's coming from, because that was my original understanding.
Right. Yeah, so I know there was some confusion in messaging and so on in the past. We're trying to clean that up. Please connect with me after this, and we can get into the weeds and understand your particular case, why that's happening. But yeah, no, there's nothing you need to worry about from a licensing perspective.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Any other questions? Yes?
How much of what you showed is preview versus GA?
Great question. Yeah, so Field Service Mobile, the mobile application, is GA. Remote Assist Mobile on Android is in preview. Remote Assist on HoloLens, we should have had a table for all this, frankly.
Remote Assist HoloLens, I think, is GA, but the guides that I just did is in preview.
Guides is in preview. And Power Apps is GA.
Linking is GA also?
Yeah, so deep linking is just something that just works. So that's all totally GA, and we have folks using that actively. And yeah, so guides, yeah, so I think we covered the ground there.
Okay, one more.
Yeah.
When you did the remote assist, did you pass the name of the contact person and automatically follow them, or was that a...
Yeah, exactly. So let's see if we can
We
actually...
can show it on that.
Yeah, do you have Miracast? So we added a command to out of the box to Field Service Mobile that says Remote Assist. When you click that, it opens up Remote Assist Mobile, passing the remote expert name to that application, and then it by default pulled up that contact. All I had to do was press call. And
if you don't get an answer, your team's now you can call anybody else.
And you can call anyone else. Exactly. So yeah, I don't think we need to show that, but
All right.
yeah,
Okay.
cool. Yeah, but and you can do this with any application, which is awesome. Yeah.
How did you get the 3D model on the app?
Yeah, totally. So all I did was, if you go into Dynamics, you can go to your customer assets. Oh yeah, sorry. For the room, he was saying, how did you get the 3D model onto Field Service Mobile? So if you go into your customer assets, you can have associated. Oh, sorry. Yeah, thank you. Why is that not showing?
No, it shouldn't be that. Windows P and
Let me just try.
do Windows P.
Can you turn off that phone, maybe?
No, Windows P and extend.
Sorry? Oh, wait, let me just X out of Connect. Sorry, just a moment. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. I need to get out of the slides. That's what I need to do. Cool, there we go. We're back. All right. So here we are in Dynamics, and if you go to your customer assets, you have a list of all your customer assets in the system, and you can associate 3D content with any of these. So for example, if we go here, here's the satellite we saw on mobile. You can have related three-dimensional models, and here you'll see the assembly sequence. If you go into here, I can show you how this was set up. So what we're actually leveraging is the fact that in Dynamics you can have node attachments, and so if you upload a 3D file, here we see it's just a graphics library binary, a GLB file. If you upload that, it'll start rendering. So this also works on desktop, and we piggyback off of this on mobile. It can if you add that in. Out of the box, we don't have that, but that's a simple schema, a simple customization you can do. Yeah.
How is this integrating with finance operations?
So field service as a whole, we have a integration with finance and operations that allows for you to basically have existing entities and FinOps sync up with Dynamics, CDS. And I can connect you with someone on our team who manages that part of things. I'm more focused on the technician side, but there is an out-of-the-box integration that we provide there. There is one, yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know when the remote assist will be available for iOS?
Great question. There isn't a timeline that is being publicized publicly yet, but it is something that we keep hearing and people keep asking us about. So I would just keep an eye out for release notes and so on that'll be coming out, but nothing I can comment on publicly.
And the 3D viewer, are there any augmented reality functionality along with it? Or?
Great question. So one thing you actually can do if you're on HoloLens and you have a 3D file, if you go to Customer Asset and click on the 3D file, you can actually pull it into your real space. That's something I demoed. There might be a video out there a while ago at another conference where you can drag and drop the 3D file in your space. Yeah. Any other questions? Yeah.
Did you say that for guides you can store the guide information directly on HoloLens? It doesn't have to be connected to
Store the.
Offline. I believe so.
Oh no. So no.
Actually-
There is no offline functionality yet for guides, but
That's
that's
right.
something I keep annoying the team about us needing from a field service perspective. And they have it on their roadmap, but it's not available yet. Because that's a great point in terms of techs who are using HoloLens. They'll be going to areas that there won't be the best connection to be able to pull down the guides. But that's something we will get in there because we know it's necessary.
Regarding remote assist and privacy, when it's recorded,
Mhm.
does both parties have to accept it before it gets recorded, or?
Great question. So the recording functionality does not yet exist today, but when it does, certainly there will be this traditional consent dialogues where it's like, your screen is going to be being recorded. Do you consent to this? Okay, and so on. We'll absolutely make sure of that, yeah.
The guides and the other remote assist, is that supported on, say, a G-Cloud deployment of Dynamics 365?
Guides and remote assist supported on a G-Cloud deployment of Dynamics. I'm not familiar with G-Cloud
No.
deployments of D365.
Oh,
Government cloud. Oh, I thought you meant like G-Cloud, Google Cloud. I was
Yeah.
thinking. Okay, GCC.
GCC.
Like government cloud community. Good
That's a good-
question. I would need to check with
I'm not sure because Remote Assist is a HoloLens app
Well, and now phone app.
and a phone app.
Right.
Yeah, now. I don't know.
That's a good question. Let's follow up offline. I can connect you with that product team to see about that. Any other questions? I saw another hand. Yeah.
Can you explain again the example of capturing a remote assist session or something like that, and then using it or giving it to the customer as some sort of proof or?
Sure, yeah. So I think the idea would be that, say, for example, you go to one of your work orders, and let's say that this work order, there was an associated remote assist call. That remote assist call will just show up here on this timeline. So this timeline allows for you to have activities associated with it. So for example, there would be a phone call that's of type remote assist, and then there would be an attachment on that record that would have the recording. And then what you could do is you could have a portal, which is your way as an organization to expose data to C2s. So you could have a portal where you expose all of the attachments for your work orders to them on that portal. Exactly, for that customer.
That's in the future.
So today, recordings are not showing up in Dynamics, right? But that is something that we keep hearing and we're working on, yeah. Yeah.
Will the presentation be available online?
We'll
I
see.
believe
If,
it
I
sh-
think
it
I
should
think they
be.
put them on there, so we'll check that out. If not, I'm happy to get your contact info and share it with you after. Yeah.
Yeah.
Any other questions? Cool. Well, I think we
thank you.
covered a lot of ground. So thank you all for making the trek all the way to 218 and for getting up so early. Hopefully it was worth the trek, and hopefully you don't have to walk too far for your next presentation. But we're ending a bit early to give you
So
extra
you
time.
got a little time to make it back.
So thank you all, and we'll be here for any questions you all may have.
Thank you.
Thanks.